Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts for Kaiserreich Siam. Let us continue on for last left off. So, it's August 1939. The second Weltkrieg should be beginning basically in about a week from now, and that should allow us to start our more expansionist policy. So let's just put it that way. 1939, we could get it for the better rifles, but honestly, I don't really think we need it. Well, we have 10,000 in storage. Is there any land doctrine we can get? Yeah, 167 days. I think we want the land doctrine before we want better rifles, at least for right now. But the war will begin. Japan still has not invited us over to their faction. I'm hoping they do it soon. It would make my life a lot easier if they did that, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Okay, Alsa's ultimatum. You guys will break into the war. Like, okay, yeah, we're at 86%. Russia will probably intervene very, very soon. The second Weltkrieg has begun. So can I just... We have no political power. You know what? Fair enough. You got me there. We don't have enough political power. Maybe once we... You know what? Stop this for now. We lose 1 day of progress. But I'm not too worried about it. If it lets us get our war goal done a little bit faster, I still think it's kind of worthwhile. People are joining the major factions. Denmark with the Reichspakt and Latvia with the Third International. Latvia, of course, is going to get completely murdered very, very soon. There's no doubt about that, because they're going to be at war with Lithuania and Riga. Basically, we completely surrounded it and get murdered instantly. But Russia, we can see they're trying to crush the German hegemon. How long does it actually take for them to do? 46 days. What about the enemy in the east? I've never seen the never seen Russia actually attack Japan early on. I wonder if it actually be worthwhile. Like, if you're playing as Russia, not to focus on attacking the Germans, but instead focus on attacking the Japanese first. I mean, it would definitely be a different way to play it. I'm not too sure if it's necessarily better or worse. I wouldn't even mind actually go to war with the Germans here, take over some of their colonies. But I think Japan does need to be in that war for the event to fire off. And we don't know what Japan's actually doing. Still want to do the Tokyo conference, but I'm pretty sure if they're doing that, we would have gotten a pop-up at some point, because I think there's like a bunch of questions that ask you, like, hey, do you agree to points A, B, C, and D? And of course we do. We agree to every single point. It allows me to join their faction and get a little bit more support. I mean, I'll help you invade China. I invade Indochina, and then I help you push through the south. I see no reason to not do that. Okay, we can just fight a war. Conquer of Laos, 140 days, 25 political power, which we don't have, but we'll get it very, very soon. 140 days is 3.5 months? 4.5 months? Yeah, there we go. Latvia's immediately capitulated. Not a huge surprise there for anybody who's paying attention. I mean, is there anybody else we'd want to attack maybe first? Like, if I just fight a war against you, I mean, it'd be 35 days to attack Hangzhou and aid the Japanese, because again, Japan is at war with all of China. We can maybe go to war with them. Like, it's the Tals annex South Africa. Okay, that seems completely fine. I mean, I'm wondering what makes the most sense. I mean, I do think it's attacking you first, attacking Indochina, and then using our big offensive line. Because right now, our front line with China is just these two provinces. We can make it like all of this. Maybe that'd be a little bit better for us. And do you have any aircraft? No. As far as we know, you don't have any planes. So it does make our life a little bit easier. Let's just fight a war against Laos. Be done in 140 days. Okay, conference over. Denmark coming to France. I've ended our hostilities. Denmark doesn't have... Actually, they do have a focus tree. Maybe I'll play Denmark one day. I don't know. Lessons of the Civil War, judicial reform. Let's go for judicial reform for now. Get our stability up ever so slightly higher. Korea, of course, has lost the war. Nobody should be surprised by that. Riga's declared war on us. Wait. You declared war on the Russians. That is not really what I expected. Because now Russia's going to be involved in the war because... I mean, unless it's like a... Yeah, no, you're just going to go to war. Like, Russia's just going to join the war, right? I would imagine that would be the case. I don't know what else you would do. Like, Russia joins the war. I mean, they're trying to crush their hegemon. Two Sicilies join the Reichspakt. I mean, two Sicilies, you know, they're having a bad time. Let's put it that way. And Germany's already lost some territory in France, or has lost some territory to France. Yeah, and there you go. Russia's now in the war. Poland is not in any faction. The next war's army. I mean, if you are... I mean, you're not any of these, right? You didn't go syndicalist. Are you under a new Poland? Or are you a firm hand? Yeah, so you're a firm hand. You're kind of being, like, independent. I believe it means that you can actually attack the Germans. So I'm wondering how that will play out. I don't believe this Poland can join up with the Russians. I might be wrong on that. But I don't believe that's the case. Yeah, Indochina, unsurprisingly, it's put, like, you know, their entire army on our borders. 10 to 31, we have 30. Again, we should basically be completely fine for our Air Force. You know, let's put 100 more planes into each one of these groups. And also, you should be set to close air support. I don't know why you're not. Okay, yeah, just more planes. Seems good. We're at 369. No, that's 639 out of 800 planes there. The coming national government, I'm surprised they're able to last as long as they actually are. But I mean, the Qing, they're just having a poor time. Let's just put it that way. And the Japanese, I mean, they've landed here. They've landed near Legation City as well, and they have military access. So, like, Japan could theoretically put troops here and actually get supplies from Shanghai, and the and I think the League of Five Provinces couldn't actually stop them from doing that, right? So, I mean, that's definitely an interesting way to look at this. Sorry, Batsu investments. Like, I don't think China's going to win. I think this is a situation where Japan will eventually get the upper hand here. And again, I would prefer Japan if you invited me to your faction, and I would be able to... Petrograd's already fallen to Finland. Fantastic. Good work there, guys. It makes the Ukraine starting to fall apart. Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia. I don't know if any of you are going to end up joining with Russia. I mean, Russia's gone expansionist, so I'm assuming the answer is no. And Russia will eventually try to annex you guys. I'm not too sure quite yet. I mean, with Ukraine being cut off from Germany, I can't see them lasting for too long. Because you're also at war with Sweden and Finland. Norway's in the Entente. Yeah, and the Iberian Federation will probably end up joining up with the Internationale soon. Egypt is starting to fall apart. Yeah, because once the Ottomans win their war, they can join up with the they can join up with the Germans and maybe open up like two fronts, like one here and one here against the Russians. But I think with what Russia's doing, the long road to Moscow, is that the war? Get an annexation to cost ability against them. I'm just wondering because, like, Japan typically doesn't have too much interest in fighting a war against Russia. I mean, they'll guarantee transmitter if Russia tries to declare war on them, which would bring the Japanese involved. But I mean, Japan's fighting a war in China. They're doing a good job. I mean, fighting governments pushed their way pretty close to probably capitulating Qing. I mean, they do need to take again these southern cities, but we'll they get there soon enough. Also, when's our cost belly done? Our cost belly is going to be done on February the 7th. You are guaranteeing the Bahardi Commune, which means you're actually now at war with the entirety of the Entente. Okay, I mean, that's interesting for sure. Are you at war with the Prince Federation as well? Yeah, you're actually at war with all of India. So what I'm hoping is that we don't get a situation where, let's say, Australia or Canada invades Indochina and then just puppets them. Well, I'm just sitting here looking like an idiot with my dick in my hand. You know what I mean? Question, will you declare war on Russia? I mean, again, Russia will kill Ukraine fairly easily, but a war against Transmeter, I think, really sets them back. The Dutch declare war, or the French declare war on the Dutch. It's like, I understand why they do it, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you killed, you know, Flanders and then attacked the Dutch, I could understand, but declaring war on both of them right away doesn't make any sense. War propaganda is not really what we're looking for. Let's go for centralized police command. And I'm wondering when Austria will actually end up joining this war as well. Apparently Illyria is independent. I don't know when that happened. I guess they fought an independence war against Hungary, and then Hungary took some land from them. Okay, sure. I mean, we can see Serbia is trying to justify a war against them. Would be ready in the 5th. I mean, Serbia should win that war relatively easily. I mean, 2-10 against 13-52. Not really much of a contest there. I mean, I do think Germany's going to end up losing this war. Do I want to get this going? You know what, yeah. It's going to take 180 days, but, you know, so be it. We see the defending government, they've landed their way down into here. Push their way up towards the north a little bit. I mean, you were, what, a German? Yeah, you're a German island there. I mean, Germany still has, like, a lot of port cities. And once the defending government, once they've killed these two provinces, their front line will actually be unified. Which usually does help out the AI a pretty substantial amount. So Japan, like, what's your thoughts? We can see that, okay, war's broken out. Is it Transmere? No, it's Middle Africa. We can see, I mean, why do I not like you? Different ideology, fair enough. Why do you love me? Trade partners, okay. But you've declared war on QQ land, which doesn't really mean too much, because, I mean, they always get crushed, like, right away. I don't think I've ever seen a time when they've actually been successful. Yeah, I mean, the Ottomans are now taking Alexandria. They're going to take Cairo very soon. Egypt's really not too much a threat to them. And Yemen's kind of, like, been surrounded. I mean, there's some Ottoman troops here, so you can probably say the Ottoman troops been surrounded. But, I mean, if they take, let's say, this province, then could open up a new front for them. Azerbaijan joining Istanbul Pact. And it's December right now. Justification is still on its way. Greece is joining the Entente. What about a war against Burma? 110 days on you. You know what? Yeah, let's just fight a war. You'll be done on the 30th. You'll be done. It doesn't change this one, right? No, we'll be done on the 7th. So you win a war against Indochina. Quickly turn around when you win a war against Burma. And I'm assuming I don't claim any territory down here, right? No, Malaysia's got a little bit of a claim, but that's really about it. Japan, I want to be your friend, right? It's a simple request. Let's be friends. Okay, looks like the AI has unified this line. We could, I was gonna say send attaché, we don't have to look at power for that. And then, you know, the AI would probably actually say no anyways. Okay, and we are, right now, you're the Recovery League. How do you still exist? I mean, they have one province left. I'm assuming that's kind of what they're fighting for. Okay, we can upgrade our interwar bombers. I think that should be fine. Do we have any air doctrines? We don't. So let's go for battlefield support. And he wants to import some aluminum. Let's import 3 from the United States. That should be okay. I mean, the United States, not in any faction right now. They're actually sending volunteers to the Germans. But I guess Canada's not in the war quite yet. I mean, they're in a war in India, but they're not at war with the International, at least not at the moment. And then you join the Third International. Declare war on the German Empire. I'm pretty sure once you join the International, you get called into the war anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, the Tokyo Conference. Pack my best suit. I'm ready to go to the conference. I'm ready to be friends with the Japanese. Although it might bring Burma into the faction as well, which kind of cancels out this Costa's belly. Maybe we actually should have done that one first. Yeah, it's too late now, right? Right, we joined the, Iberia joined the Internationale. Again, I think that's the first time I've seen Iberia in the Internationale in a long time. They just basically never join anymore. And if we join up with the Japanese faction, it might lead us to... I mean, it's going to lead us to war with China. But we don't need to join the war on day one, right? In fact, I think joining the war on day one would be the absolute worst thing we could do. Okay, peace conference has been in effect. Over. Is that the covenant? Okay, no, that's Middle Africa. Okay, bring you guys actually up north for a moment. We could have 4 more divisions, which we do want to get. Okay, just 4 more units here. It's going to cost some manpower, but I mean, we should have enough artillery and infantry weapons for that, yeah. We do have 1,000 support equipment. Which to me means that we can probably put someone else in here. Yeah, we could put in engineering companies. And we could put in recon companies as well. Maybe make a lot of our troops green, but I usually don't think that's so much of a problem. You don't actually know. Shrink your line like this. Have Blue Army be the ones that come down here. But I mean, every single front with Indochina shouldn't be that difficult. Again, with the whole southern area being exposed, because the AI doesn't have enough troops to actually stop us. And which way did these guys go? They went for the anarchist revolution. They're going to expand the societies. No, apparently they do have troops down here. Okay, lovely. But again, we have an air force, and as far as I can tell, they do not. That already gives us an upper hand, for sure. Need to be done on the 30th of March. I mean, the Tokyo Conference. We got the original notification. Is there no more? I thought maybe we would, Anyways, I thought there'd be a little bit more to that. Atomic research. I mean, it's not bad because it is a research speed bonus. But it's like 400 days, right? Yeah, it's about like an entire year. Which I don't really think is worth it. Australia apparently did land troops down here. Which does break up the AI's lines a little bit. Because they don't know how to really deal with that. Yeah, like what I thought was going to happen was Australia would send troops down towards the south. I would at least like to 14 days on you. I at least like to get this war ready to go. At least underway. Let's do it for like another maybe 7 minutes. We'll end at 12 o'clock my time. Okay, they've taken Saigon, which gives them a port. Okay, we don't really want the Entente here at all. I mean, it's a good distraction for them. If they can kill off these units, I would be happy about it. Again, we'll have about 1 more week until the war begins. Okay, again, we're really strong trade partners. Condemning Western imperialism. Of course. I don't want to drop out of the conference, because I think if you drop out, then there's no chance of you actually joining the faction. Attrition minus 10%. I mean, 306 days, I think, is a little bit expensive. Tanks. Honestly, I don't think we're going to be getting too much done with tank divisions here, so I'm not going to worry about that. Condemn. You know, let's create the intelligence agency. This is one of those things that we actually kind of wanted. That the game would not give us. Okay, the accompanying national government has finally collapsed. It took them a long time to get done, but we did get it done. Yeah, cancel justification. I don't... Well, we'll see. Burma could theoretically not join the conference, even though it's very unlikely. Resistance growth in our states occupied by an enemy 50%. Attack on core territory minus 20%, but they have really, really high defense. Planning goes down, L supply minus 20%. And we have our Casus Belli against you. We're going to declare a war. Conquer Casus Belli. And we'll move our troops in immediately. Our aircraft are already over Laos. Or over Indochina, which I guess also does include Laos. Okay, let's take more of your victory points. And I think that means we will be joining up with their faction. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's getting joined their faction. I might be wrong. Okay, now all of you go here. You move your way towards you. Is there anywhere else that they've kind of left their troops a little bit weaker? Probably not. Canada, I don't want a non-aggression pact with you. I understand why you do it, but I don't want it right now. Yeah, Australia, you know, you're actually getting emergency capital relocation. We can actually negotiate peace with the enemy. Resume research funding. Let's get war propaganda. 50 political power. We want to, of course, push our way towards Hanoi. The current capital of the Indo-Chinese Union. And at some point we should end up joining up with the faction here. Okay, make your way over here. Let's at least cut off the advance of the Entente. We don't want them getting too much territory. Okay, so we got some troops moving up north. And we'll delete this line. We'll delete... Because we don't want to line against the Entente. I don't think that's really what we want. Okay, we are making a little bit of progress. And then you're going to go the way towards Vin. Am I pronouncing that right? Almost certainly not. I don't like that, the Entente have so much land. I mean, I know we do have, player-led peace conferences, so we can kind of do whatever the hell we want. But still. Okay, so you blocked off the Australasians. They won't be able to get too much further for now. So America's joined the Third International. That's fine. Make your way up here. I'm gonna move towards Hanoi. I want to at least kill Indonesia this or not Indonesia. Kill Indochina this video. Okay, let's take back Saigon. You might as well take over these 3 provinces, because why not? Okay, then you're gonna go like this, up and around. All nice and good like. We've gotten you down. You're at 83%, but again, you do now Okay, okay, the Ententes now or the Internationale. That is completely A-okay. I mean, you're now all technically encircled. Which is nice for us. I mean, we'll take Hanoi soon. You guys really aren't getting anything done with these fights. You hold, you hold. Push your way into this province. Because, I mean, it's got a victory point in it, which means it's a little bit more important than the rest. Okay, because you're about to die as well. Move troops in, come in like this. Portugal's trying to land troops up here, but we'll stop them in their tracks. And again, we don't need to relook at the capital. You know, Bangkok's in a completely okay spot. Okay, Saigon will fall. It fell to, of course, it fell to the Australia. They're at 7%, which should mean that they're going to capitulate. Thank you for all the rifles. I mean, and now we're in like this interesting situation where, like, do I want to give the Entente anything? I mean, they did land troops here. I guess we'll give Australia, like, this province. Like, I don't know really what else to do with it. I mean, it looks kind of like ass, though, right? Put your troops here. Purple Army is going to go on this front. I mean, just slightly, ever so slightly. Join the research group. Question is, are you going to join the faction as well, Burma? I mean, if Burma doesn't join the alliance, then our war can go on as planned. I know this video's going a little bit longer than I said it was going to, but I'm sure if you're watching this, you're not going to complain too much. Yeah, I think Burma said no. Yeah, set up a puppet Vietnamese state. I mean, the borders just look so bad. There we go. We get a chonky Kingdom of Siam here. And then Laos. Honestly, we're going to set a military occupation of Laos. We'll occupy Laos. Yeah, I think those are like the modern Vietnamese borders, right? I might be wrong on that. I mean, Vietnam actually doesn't claim this territory, funnily enough. But I think at least for right now, it's been a 28-minute episode, that at least for right now is going to be a good time for us to end this video. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you've enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not do a click thumbs down. You want to see me subscribe, and goodbye.